in this video we're back off to the sprawling world of The Witcher. Geralt of Rivia is a complex character, and despite his frosty and hard exterior, he actually cares and has several close friends in the Witcher universe. After some head-scratching replays and rereads, I've managed to rank Geralt's closest friends from 1 to 10. To note, this is how close I believe they are to Geralt, not just which friend that I like the most. I've compiled this list from the books, the games, and most recently, the Netflix TV series. Number 10. Coming in at the bottom of our list is Mousak, or Ermion as he is also known. This relationship is an interesting one because there's also an element of disdain and distrust within it. This is partly due to Mousak being an advisor to both Queen Calanthe and King Bran. Naturally, to survive in the royal court, one must be a little bit snaky. However, there is a mutual respect between Mousak and Geralt. Their relationship goes back a long way, but what strengthens it is Ciri. Mousak cares for her a lot and almost acts in the cool uncle role. Let's not also forget that he was instrumental in Geralt and Ciri meeting and also cared for her in her younger years. Number 9. At number 9, it's fellow Witcher Eskel. Although growing up side by side at Kaer Morhen, Geralt and Eskel rarely see each other in adult life. Such is the way of the Witcher, constantly on the path. However, when they do meet, they seem to share a certain camaraderie and banter, almost reminiscent of how two brothers would act when meeting up at a family party. And this relationship is depicted in the books and within the games, most notably The Witcher 3, through a highly entertaining drunken night. Despite his banter with Geralt, he also seems to show compassion towards him, which is how he differs from fellow Witcher Lambert. Number 8. Triss Merigold arrives at number 8 before the comments begin to light up with Triss versus Yen debates. This list is based purely on friendship, taking away any romance or sexual tension. Even without their romantic relationship, Geralt and Triss would be close. Triss has always been there for Geralt, and perhaps this was just because she wanted to bone him, but nonetheless, many times within the story she has come to Geralt's aid. She also provides a key part in Ciri's younger life growing up at Kaer Morhen, even preventing her being subjected to harmful hormone changes at the hands of the Witchers. Triss stands out in the world because she is good, simply. She displays lots of compassion and is easy to get along with, something which isn't a usual trait for a sorceress. This helps enhance her relationship with Geralt, as many others on this list also deeply care for her, with Vesemir even calling her his little daughter, whereas Ciri refers to her as Big Sis. Number 7. Introducing Vernon Roche, one of my favourite characters from the video game series. He features in the books too, but I just feel the game do him so much more justice. Roche is a soldier and thus is entirely built on loyalty, but not blind loyalty. He helps Geralt a lot along the way, and the two often share a similar outlook on morality. There have been times where Roche has refused to help Geralt, questioning the morality of it. I think this is a trait which Geralt deeply respects within Roche. Number 6. Cirilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon, or known to us most as Ciri. You may expect our ashen-haired wonder to be higher on this list, but again, this is about friendship. There is no doubt that Geralt and Ciri are close. I mean, he's basically her dad via the whole complex law of surprise stroke child of destiny crap. What I love about Ciri is you can really spot the influence of everyone in her upbringing. She is frosty and can be hilariously snide and sarcastic, a trait she picks up from both Geralt and Yennefer, but she also shows compassion and a real care for others, which she likely learnt from Triss. The natural close bond between Geralt and Ciri always holds them together. The two would die for each other, and Ciri respects Geralt to the absolute utmost. Also, with them two sharing the same weird, cold sense of humour, I feel like she's one of the few people who really, truly gets Geralt. Number 5. Vesemir, the wise old head of the Wolf School of The Witcher, has been pivotal in Geralt's life. He taught him virtually all he knows and has since acted almost like a father figure to Geralt. When we witness the two in each other's company, particularly in the early stages of The Witcher 3, they showcase a great friendship which is clearly built on trust and respect, but they're also not adverse to mocking each other. Again, similar to Mousak earlier, Yen is the main reason why these two often fall out. The duo clearly don't see eye to eye, and I get the sense that Vesemir really dislikes the hold that Yen has over Geralt. but he also respects Geralt enough to tolerate her at Kaer Morhen. Number 4. Everyone's favourite Gwent-playing dwarf, Zoltan Shive. One of the few characters to feature in every Witcher game to date, the two go a long way back, originally meeting near Brokilon. They often entwine on adventures together. You only have to witness the two's reaction when they see each other every time they meet to know that this is a deep friendship. Even Geralt with his Witcher emotions can't hide his glee when he sees his old pal. Zoltan is also the very first to help Geralt whenever asked. Whomever the foe may be, Zoltan would lay it all down on the line for the White Wolf. Number 3. Yennefer of Vengerberg. Love or hate her, you can't dispute her ranking highly on this list. Sure, they're lovers, admittedly the cause of a Djinn wish, but if you've read the books or played the game, you'll know it's far more than that. These two share a devilish sense of humour, and although every single joke is often flirtatious, they clearly get each other. I do wonder how much of their friendship is due to their early lives. Both have had difficult upbringings, particularly Yennefer. It's like they say, trauma brings people closer. They are also both very quick to help each other. Geralt, who so often claims to remain politically impartial, has often meddled in affairs in order to help Yen in her political career, whereas Yennefer has joined Geralt on the road many times, mainly in order to help Ciri, whom Yen is essentially mother of. Number 2. Regis. Not many people can claim that they are friends with a higher vampire, but Geralt sure can. Despite Regis being 400 years old when he very first met Geralt, the two bonded instantly. Regis is different to most vampires in the fact that he doesn't partake in blood drinking due to an earlier addiction. Several times throughout the universe, Geralt has helped Regis in his recovery. Like most on this list, Regis would give his life for Geralt, and unlike others, he actually has. During the epic duel at Striga Castle in which Geralt killed Vilgefortz, Regis was seemingly killed in the process by saving Geralt. In turn, he was actually saved and regenerated by a fellow higher vampire, Detlaf. Ironically, Detlaf forms the protagonist that next draws the two friends together. During this period, the two spend a lot of time together in Toussaint, reflecting on their life and adventures so far. One of the most interesting chats shows the two in deep discussion about how they are different, and if they had the choice, would they still choose to be a Witcher and a vampire? Interestingly, this could suggest that's why they are so close. They are both freaks who are frowned upon by society. Number 1. Without a doubt, Jaskier, also known as Dandelion, is Geralt's best friend. Strangely, it's not as obvious as Regis or Zoltan, as Geralt largely treats Jaskier with disdain due to the bard's frivolous ways, but we all know Geralt loves Jaskier. Many a time they've shared an adventure, albeit with Geralt normally having to rescue his friend. Furthermore, due to Jaskier's fame as a bard and a lover, his tales of Geralt of Rivia, although often embellished, can be heard all over the continent. Despite their unusual camaraderie, Geralt enjoys Jaskier, and although Jaskier often finds himself in hot water due to his own actions or his love of women, he is always on hand to help Geralt. Although he is not an established fighter like most people on this list, he uses his charm, charisma and contacts to help the Witcher whenever he can. He also shares a vested interest and care in Ciri, and even risked his own life to help her in Geralt's absence in Novigrad. Ultimately, Geralt without Jaskier is like gin without tonic. So there you have my list. Of course, it is just my opinion and would love to hear your thoughts below. For more videos, please hit subscribe.